I told her that in the past I've made videos about it. I've gave them information about it. They don't care. You know, why am I doing this? You know, they just prescribe you and screw you. That's all what they're doing. So I explained a little bit again, and I almost felt that she was going to say, "Well, you should go and look for a psychologist." You know, I had this feeling that she may say that, you know, but she didn't say it. You know, and yeah, eventually she said, "Well, you have to disinfect this through these other things. Put this wound gel on it after wound cleaning it. Blah blah blah." Because you may get a blood poisoning eventually, and that might cause you death. I said, really? Go for it, you know, give me that death. You know, I've suffered enough. And eventually she prescribed me that gauze on a recipe, you know, on a prescription called, right? Recept is in German, prescription. Because I'm befreit, means I've paid enough money for drugs already, for medication, that you may get such a pass, like a card saying you're befreit, so you don't have to pay any more these €5 additional when you pick up a medication through a prescription. So she put that on. Okay, she put it on, gauze, not fleece. I told her fleece, gauze, 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. It's like 3 inches by 3 inches, something like that, and hundreds of them. Not sterile. I said at the drugstore, I said, like, what is this all about? She prescribes me things that are sterile. You know, you have to keep your wounds sterile, you know, otherwise these and that threatening me with death. And then she prescribes me gauze or gauzes which are not sterile. Why? Maybe she tried to give me a favor or something like that. Because these are not sterile, they're cheap. So at the drugstore, okay, I want fleece. They decided not the 2-folded by 6-folded. Instead of 6-folded, it was in the beginning like 4-folded. They put it a 6-folded. Lots of confusion. And then. Yeah, I had to change this over. Go back to the home physician, have the recipe or the prescription changed over to what it's supposed to be. Okay, then they ordered it, the gauze, 2 boxes. Everything was perfect, but these gauzes were split gauzes. So when you open it up and you have a finger, for instance, so you can go around the finger, you know, it's especially made that way. But I don't need that. It has to be a normal gauze, okay? And I make things for myself that look like that. Special preparation, so it fits on the back of my head, especially, you know, eventually. So, they've reordered it, okay? There you can see me on my neck. They've reordered it. And what they get? The same boxes, 25 by 2 in one package, 10 by 10 centimeters, yeah. And again, everything was perfect except it was, instead of 6-folded, it was 4 times folded. I said, you know what? Give me my money back and this you can keep yourself. She started thinking, and then eventually, yeah, why don't you come back in a couple of days and then we'll have it. Yeah, I don't want to go in a couple of days because these things are coming to an end slowly, you know. These ones which are 6 times folded, I've got only one more big box for it, a full box, you know. There it is. Because the other ones which are only 4 folded, I've got 2 boxes of them. I don't want to use them because they're too thin and they're more gallons, you know. They're not as bad as the cotton ones, but still. So alternatively, I put them in between layers, and on the others outside, I put the 6 times folded, you know. So I've been doing my stuff today again for about 1 or 2 hours. And also Morgellons, I'm pulling out Morgellons constantly. I've been there again thinking like, should I make a video about it again? I'm sick and tired of these Morgellons. Just put it like that, you know, on the black background, and then you see them sticking out. I just rip them out, you know, and afterwards you feel it, you know, that they're stinging sensation. And on my thumbs here, you know, I had to do these two ones today. There were some blisters there, you know, underneath it. And since I've started all the remedies for about a month ago from her, then everything calmed down, you know. I still had itches, not so often, but I had them, and I didn't have to go so deep. Back then, when you look at my clips, I went really deep, so the blood was just running down like water, you know. And then I got prescribed this garbage, this amoxicillin, which caused lots of itchiness, side effect, you know. My underarms were itching, my feet and legs and face, and this may cause blisters and redness, just like I've seen it. Did I say that in German? I don't know. Or in English, you know, these blisters, these kind of redness may cause it, you know. This is everything unnecessary. My dermatologist, she saw these things. She should have told me from what that is, but she didn't. I had to read it in that prescription, in that Antibiotica prescription, amoxicillin. It says that may cause due to medication. You know, on the top of the skin there are these what do you call them? Veins? No, I don't know. Blood cells, something like that. You know, blood vessels. Okay, and they burst or something like that eventually. So may also cause with side effects like your face may get swollen, your throat, yeah? And all these things, your tongue may get swollen. These are all life-threatening causes, you know, and these happens only in very seldom conditions. And interestingly, all these seldom conditions, I always get from that tramadol. What's it called? Tramadol, same thing. Very seldom are these side effects, itchiness. I got them immediately. Same thing with this stuff here. And since I took it last night, you know, like 4 times a day, 500 milligrams, antibioticum, then the itchiness started last night when I went to bed, here and there. You know, it also caused, in very seldom cases, death. Great! Kill me, please! You know? And interestingly, this type of medication, antibioticum, this amoxicillin, will usually get is given to children, like our youth, 12-year-old or something like that, or a little older, and they're grown-ups. They get this Valdirine or something like that, which is, the name has been changed to doxepine, something like that. I've had doxepine already, but it was at such a low dosage. You can wipe your behind with it, you know. This is ridiculous, you know. So eventually, through this amoxicillin and all these side effects, itchiness, this is crazy. Why would you give this to children? You know, this is crazy. Überhaupt to have such a medication on the market is crazy. You know, if we'd have a real state, a real government that would really, things like that, they should go to the pharma industry and charge them a fine of billions of dollars or euros, whatever, you know, and give that money to those that really need it. You know, they should use it for alternative practitioners. People who go to alternative practitioners who can't afford them, really. I can't afford them. I'm getting the money from here and there, and I'm making debts, you know. I'm debts. You know, this is so frustrating. I could cry right now. And, and like I said, one more time, this amoxicillin, through this, caused the itchiness, you know. She knows about my Morgellons. She knows about Lyme disease, about this itchiness. She's seen pictures of my neck. Yeah, she also has the link to my videos, but I don't think she's got time to look at them. You know. And through this medication, it got worse again. So this morning when I got up again, I was quite busy today. about what, 2 hours ago or so, I was sitting on the bed and I was taking down my gauze that I've made here extra. This is a little bit longer than 50. It's supposed to be this one 6 times, no, sterile. And you know, underneath it I had to go and scratch, itch, scratch, you know, and eventually blood was running down, dripping was down. So I ripped it slowly down. There was some, yeah, there's the thing compressed, there's the gauze that I had on it, you know, and it was getting really, really bloody eventually. So through this medication, this antibiotica, everything got screwed. Yeah, the itchiness is back, you know. Before that, before this antibioticum, before tramadol,